as a man can't sit back and say that, yo, this is okay, what he's doing. He's doing the same. If you notice, why all our leaders in the black community is a part of the LGBT community? Why do the Black Lives Matters have a woman that is lesbian as their leader? Ooh. Why are they trying to make a man that comes out to be feminine as the black community leader? Come on, talk to me. Talk to me. Why do the Black Lives Matter that is sponsored by a white person have a gay, have a lesbian as the voice? How is that? You're not understanding? Now on top of that, they want to make a man that comes off, he come off to be feminine and a part of the LGBT community. You're not understanding what's going on here? It's not about this suits. It's not about how he attacking women. It's about his image, guys.
Women can't have nothing. These men want to dress up like women, talk like women, get these plastic surgery and look like women. Women can't have nothing. And some of these men prefer the men pretending to be a woman than the actual woman. Because they have, what it says in those rap songs, we ain't got no love for them hoes. Well, if you ain't got no love for them hoes, who do you have love for? That's my question. Since we don't love them hoes, another man. So you have somebody like Kevin Samuels. I wonder if I can pull that up real quick. If it don't take too long, let me see if I can do that. And I'll share this meme with us. I should have pulled it up a long time ago. My computer is a little fast. Maybe I can pull it up real quick. There we go. Yeah, I wanted you to see the actual meme. This is Kevin Samuels. He's a high value man, okay? And I don't know if you can see what the meme says. Now here he is wearing a man purse. That's so out of date, but he wearing a man purse. And his posture is real feminine, like a woman. And this is a quote somebody saying that came from Kevin Samuels. He says society should return to the Roman times, which is European, when men partnered with other men and boys and only use women to procreate. Oh, wow. Did y'all hear what I said? Society should return to Roman times when men partner with other men and boys and only use women to procreate. Wow. A lot of men follow this guy. A lot of these so-called men follow and support people like Tommy Sotomayor. But these are the two most popular. This piece of trash called Tommy Sotomayor and this undercover brother, lesbian, whatever the hell he looked like, this Kevin Samuels, this is what they support. They support this stuff. He said, when men partner with other men. Wow. But I want to applaud this man. I want to applaud him because finally somebody decided to bring their reality and confess that they are homosexual instead of beating around the bush. Now we know why they don't like women. Now we know why they talk about women the way they do. It's because they are homosexual. That's the reason why. I'm glad that he's making it known. So if you want to be a homosexual, look, you want to be a homosexual, I have no problem with that. That's your business. However, Kevin Samuels went on to say, partner with other men and boys. This means he is advocating pedophilia. Because not only do I want some grown man booty, but I want to get some peanut butter from a child. Yes. That's what, look, even Elijah Muhammad taught, yeah, that's the quote. Elijah Muhammad taught the Muslim girls training, the GCC. He taught the females of the Nation of Islam. He said, do not leave your children, especially your daughters. Do not leave your children with your husband alone. Wow. What did Elijah Muhammad know? What did Elijah Muhammad know? Even though you the big bad FOI, even though you the man, even though we put on this show, we all of these things. Remember, black woman, remember sisters, your man, your boys are being raised in a Roman society. That is what this is. Every time you turn around, some of these governors and senators, they get caught up in these scandals, messing with other men or child pornography, looking for boys. And Kevin Samuels, he just made it clear. He just made it known. I want a man and a boy, and I want boys. So I applaud Kevin Samuels to stop playing Ring Around the Roses and just keep it real. See, Tommy Sotomayor is the same way, except he want to keep it on the down low. He ain't no damn different. They all the same. All these men have gotten to the point they want other men or boys. Elijah Muhammad told his women, don't trust your husband with your children, because he understood that us being living and conditioned in this country with these Romans will do the same thing. Some of our children, girls and boys, raped by their fathers. Yes. Grandfathers, cousins. Not only women, you got to be careful dealing with these men in relationships. You're going to have to watch them. Period. Because your best male friend or your father or your cousin, you got to be careful because they might want your children, boys and girls. Because there are a lot of Kevin Samuels out here. So I want to thank Kevin Samuels. He said society should return to Roman times when men partner with other men and boys. And if you notice, that's the way it is really anyway. They just want you as a piece of booty so that you can produce other men and boys. They don't really trip off the girls. It's about boys. That's my boy. It's always about the son. It's always about the boy, the male.
Manifesto by Michael Swift, first published in Gay Community News, February 15th through the 21st in 1987. It is also reprinted in the Congressional Record. This is what it states. We shall sodomize your sons, emblems of your feeble masculinity, of your shallow dreams and vulgar lies. We shall seduce them in your schools, in your dormitories, in your gymnasiums, in your locker rooms, in your sports arenas, in your seminaries, in your youth groups, in your movie theater bathrooms, in your army bunkhouses, in your truck stops, in all your male clubs, in your House of Congress, whenever men are with men together. Your sons shall become our minions and do our biddings. They will be recast into our image. All laws banning homosexual activity will be revoked. Instead, legislation shall be passed which engenders love between men. All homosexuals stand together as brothers. We shall triumph only when we present a common face to the vicious heterosexual enemy. If you dare to cry faggot, it states, fairy, queer at us, we will stab you in your cowardly hearts and defile your dead, puny bodies.
We shall write poems of the love between men. We shall stage plays in which man openly caresses man. We shall make films about the love between heroic men which will replace the cheap, superficial, sentimental, insipid, juvenile, heterosexual infatuations presently dominating your cinema screens. We shall sculpt statues of beautiful young men, of bold athletes which will be placed in your parks, your squares, your plazas. The museums of the world will be filled only with paintings of graceful, naked lads. Our writers and artists will make love between men fashionable and de rigueur, and we will succeed because we are adept at setting styles. We will eliminate heterosexual liaisons through usage of the devices of wit and ridicule, devices which we are skilled in employing.
We will unmask the powerful homosexuals who masquerade as heterosexuals. You will be shocked and frightened when you find that your presidents and their sons, your industrialists, your senators, your mayors, your generals, your athletes, your film stars, your television personalities, your civic leaders, your priests are not the safe, familiar, heterosexual figures you assume them to be. We are everywhere. We have infiltrated your ranks. Be careful when you speak of homosexuals because we are always among you. We may be sitting across the desk from you. We may be sleeping in the same bed with you.
There will be no compromises. We are not middle-class weaklings. Highly intelligent, we are the natural aristocrats of the human race, and steely-minded aristocrats never settle for less. Those who oppose us will be exiled. We shall raise vast private armies, as Mishima did, to defeat you. We shall conquer the world because warriors inspired by and banded together by homosexual love and honor are invincible as were the ancient Greek soldiers. The family unit spawning ground of lies, betrayals, mediocrity, hypocrisy and violence, will be abolished. The family unit, which only dampens imagination and curbs free will, must be eliminated. Perfect boys will be conceived and grown in the genetic laboratory. They will be bonded together in communal setting, under the control and instruction of homosexual savants.
All churches who condemn us will be closed. Our only gods are handsome young men. For us, too much is not enough. All males who insist on remaining stupidly heterosexual will be tried in homosexual courts of justice and will become invisible men. We shall rewrite history, history filled and debased with your heterosexual lies and distortions. We shall be victorious because we are filled with the ferocious bitterness of the oppressed who have been forced to play seemingly bit parts in your dumb heterosexual shows throughout the age. We too are capable of firing guns and manning the barricades of the ultimate revolution. Tremble, hetero swine, when we appear before you without our masks. Have you heard or read this article before? Why not?
Hello, hi, my name is OG Granny, and I'm here to address the remarks that Kevin Samuel made regarding me. Now, Kevin, my point is I made 5 points to you, and the only topic you seem to be focused on, whether or not you're gay or not. Brother, there were more topics than that. Number one, you have no degree. I don't see how you're capable to talk to females in the way that you do without any credentials. It's a total Bojangle roast move that you do to black women. Number two, when you're addressing black women, you're lining them up and you're disrespecting them. You do not ask them if they remove their hair or remove their eyelashes, what scale would they put themselves on. You are disrespecting black women. You do not tell them that their stepkids are dogs. That is disrespecting black women. Now, I find it ironic that the only topic that you seem to want to focus on is whether or not you're gay or not. My main focus was to tell you that, to let you know that if you do not like women and you believe in insulting women, you cannot possibly like women. Then it's just common sense, Kevin, really. Now, all night and all day, you've had these pro-men attacking me on my page, saying insulting remarks and all types of comments. But I'm a bulldog about mine. I'm OG Granny. And like you said, I'm a queen, and I'll speak up for mine. Now, keep your mouth off of black women, acting like a Uncle Tom Bojangle type of person. Now, you don't have any degrees. You don't have the intelligence to feed a jackass, and you're sitting up there acting like you got a bachelor. Stop it. You do not, okay? And you say that you're trying to help them, to insult them, to just lower their spirits. When the girl began to cry, my nigga, you did not do anything for her. She said, you're being mean. She said, fuck, you said, fuck it, get out of here. Your demeanor, you have to tell her to fuck herself. and get out? No, we're too much alike. You have too much females in you to not be able to be judgmental about the situation. Okay? Now, you say you're not gay. You spend too much time evaluating it and assessing it. You must be. Okay? Because you're really upset about it. But that goes to show you, you've been disrespecting black people so long, and you have the nerve to try to hang on to black people when you're under duress. Niggas, suck it up and write it out on your own. Stop trying to hold on to us. You ain't been there for us. You've been talking shit to black women all your life to get on top. And now when you get checked on who you are, you want to say, the problem with black men, they're always being oppressed and being put down. No, we're talking about your black ass trying to oppress us, okay? Keeping it 100. Stop disrespecting your race. And don't call on us when you are disrespecting us. You should have been a man about it. That's why I say you got too many different traits to you. Now the female would have probably called her a bitch. Don't you tell me I'm just being disrespectful. Fuck you. Yeah, we get out like that. Your bitch ass should have said, okay, I apologize if I've offended you in any way. Just show yourself out. You want to tell her to fuck herself and get out. You think that's respectable? Well, that's what I feel about the shit I did to you. How do you like it? How does it taste? How do you feel about the shit now? Good, ain't it? I'm a country ass bitch. And you want to sit up there and talk about who talks about their grandkids. They're not my grandkids. They were my step grandkids. And you said they're dogs, okay? I tried to help mine, okay? I tried to look out for them. Women, we got more backbone than you got. You want to talk about us all the time, but you couldn't have got here without us. Keeping it 100, talking about your friends are texting me, going viral, all these men that are attacking me because I spoke out about you. Tell them to let go of your nutsack, bruh. Tell them to let it go, okay? They just showing too much, okay? And you're harping on it too much. Get to the key issue. Stop disrespecting black women. Stop talking about stepchildren. Stop talking to us like we're beneath you, okay? You have not arrived, okay? Stop dogging us, and we'll stop dogging you. I'm the bulldog in the camp right now, and we're not having it anymore, okay? Kevin, okay? Deuces.
Gold alert from King Yeshua to Judah queens about black men. Gold alert from King Yeshua to Judah queens about their black men. It's 2013. We're past the cosmic alignment. The cosmic war is very much underway. And I was told to deliver this message to Judah queens, constitutional holy covenant, Judah queens. They are the black women in America. And the message is about their black men. Now, the internet has been used as a part of weaponry for public mystery Babylon to exploit the relationship problems of black women and black men, and to over amplify the disunity. In other words, it's more disunity amplification than actual disunity. Okay? So, but they feel as though blacks cannot comprehend that that's an internet and that it's being used to war against them and against the woman seed. They take a lot of this stuff to heart as being the actual reality. The reality is an electronic device, just like the media beast of the news stations, of the channel and television, that they call an idiot box. This is an extension of the idiot box because it has a lot of idiocy on it, and it has a lot of untruths, falsehoods, and it has basically a mind control agenda. A mind control agenda to keep and reinforce the MK Ultra of the Patriots, of the PIS programming, the PIS Patriots programming, the patriarchal indoctrination subjugation syndrome that they have controlled blacks with for 500 years in the Patriots. Now, they got the rest of the public mystery Babylon talking about escape from the Matrix. And if you have any common sense, you'll know you don't want to escape from the Ma of the cosmic, the Matra of the cosmic, the triple mother goddess. Anyone with sense would know that you don't want to escape from that. What you want to escape from is the pay tricks, trying to illusion and keep you in an oppressive state so that they can rule the earth and rule the cosmic beings by just mind programming and propaganda. Okay? So the message from King Yeshua is this to his Judah harem. Now, you need to understand, first of all, King Yeshua is your king. You need to understand also that King Yeshua is your father. You need to understand also that King Yeshua is your first husband, and that you as Judah queens are his harem. You are his harem wife, regardless of what anyone else tell you. You are the harem wife of a king, and that's why you are a queen, and no one can take that from you. You are the harem wife of the omnipresent King of kings, Lord of lords, and as a harem wife, you are Judah queens. No one can take that from you. They can only program your mind and MK Ultra against it and use the Tommy Sotomayers and all the ones he has pulled with him under the MK Ultra Patrix trap to pull black women into the Patrix trap so they can't see that King Yeshua has set up a cosmic matrix liberation that is already built in as the woman seed of the black woman. Now, here's part of the message. And if you listen to my videos as Mary Omni, you'll see that I feel just like a lot of other black women. Like some of these men should just be written off, done away with. Oh, forget them. You know, I say that in many ways in a lot of my videos, even though I also do defend them. If you listen to some of my videos, I do defend men in prison. I defend men who've been victim of rape. So I haven't been just one-sided, but I feel the same frustration that many Judah queens feel, and that, you know, this is what we see as a gangrene and a scar and like a keloid on us. Some of these men rotten like Tommy Sotomayor that has a whole bunch of black men agreeing with him, not being able to see beyond the Patrix because they MK'd Ultra. Now, Tommy Sotomayor already told you it's a Frankenstein creation. And the Frankenstein creation is to gather the MK'd Ultra black males, the younger ones, and to totally program them against the soul, their soul, the cosmic matrix. So the liberation is in King Yeshua and the cosmic matrix. But they want to program the Tommy Sotomayor followers and men like that is that the Patrix is all there is. So that the disunity between the black men and women is amplified and made bigger than it is. It's way more black men with black women than they say, number one. And black men haven't stopped making babies with black women, number two. That's what your ghetto term is, baby mama. So they keep coming back for something, Judah queens. And this is what King Yeshua wants you to know. See, I had to have introspection, and I asked to make me see what I need to see in order to deliver this message properly, and to jump outside my personal box of how I may have felt about the betrayal, what I see as an extreme betrayal against black women. But King Yeshua reasoned and told me that, check this out, if the black man is so against the black woman, why did America and this whole system of slavery made sure that the black man stayed away from the black woman in selling the families off and in dismantlement? I mean, they've spent 400 years keeping the black man and the black woman apart. And it's late 20th century. Why, if it's so much hate against the black woman, do you feel as though you got to create a Frankenstein like Tommy Sotomayor, and you have to use the media propaganda so hard against the black woman? And how did all the love songs of Motown singing about this black woman make the whole world come alive in what we call soul music? It don't make sense. If he hate her so much, why so much effort? Why? Because this is a lizard shapeshifter regime of dark principalities in high places, putting on a big illusion and a curtain like a wizard and telling you that the black man hate the black woman. And because he got the black man mind programmed, the black man don't have one space to even consider that he's being programmed. See, he don't want to face the fact that he might have failed a couple dimensions and his frequency might have been halted by a foreign agent of lizard shapeshifters who's been infiltrating his brain to keep him away from the black woman and then program him, and so that he begins to fight, use his ego, the dense matter, to fight his own soul, in which he truly is attracted naturally to the black woman. So King Yeshua's message that he wanted me to understand is that it's a song called If I Could, I Surely Would. And the beginning line is, I'd rather be a hammer than a nail. In other words, the black man is being nailed. And he's being nailed to the cross. And the protections that the black woman have makes her kind of blind to the fact that he is more easily infiltrated, because she's the woman's seed. She's the woman's seed. So sometimes behind the fact that she has this intelligence built in to see her enemy and to see him more with the insight and intuition than the black man has. The black man only has this intuition when his soul come alive when he with the black woman. So the bottom line is, King Yeshua said, Judah Queens, you done invested 500 years in your black men in America alone. King Yeshua said, I done went to death. I done died on the cross. I done been crucified. If you think I'm going to let a foreign regime of lizard shapeshifter take my sons away from me, then you're crazy. I'm going to go to the cross, and I did whatever I had to do for my sons. And I want you Judah Queens to know I'm not going to give up on my sons. I'm going to return them back to you. And because you are my prize, Judah Queen, I'm going to raise them, and I'm going to defeat the enemy that's in their brains and return the sons back to you. If they can't be God men, they can at least be raised men for my precious daughters called the Judah Queens. So he told me he's working on returning the men to you. Don't write them off. We have 70 times 7. That's 490 years. That's 2016 before you begin to think about writing them off. Let our enemies know we see right through you. You ain't go through all this effort to keep us apart because you thought the black man hate us. You know doggone well we are one with the black man. That's why you went through all that effort.